EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. A good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 70.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
18, 5 years. Cougar 19, hurt. 19 tight. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. Throws right side, and that's complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, he figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
70 Ranger. 60 Bobcat. 60.
Richardson looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it. You look at this Colt defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Panther 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Richardson on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Tag, 60 Maverick, Buffalo 18.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
He's got it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment. Saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs. Check down, complete to Haskins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. The Colts at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Gibbs. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the RPO, he completes it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
2nd and 9.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charged timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts here jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. 7, Bengals, 0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Ready?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And Richardson back to throw it. Throw here's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Dragon 60.
Now Richardson. Open man, the tight end Warren. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight end, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Trap 60. 19 tight. Nice. Press all 80.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On the check.
Now a 2nd and 6.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Richardson. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jimenez. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18, 12-19, 12-19.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Gibbs. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, here's Haskins. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Haskins. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't hook it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd and 10.
Check smash, check smash. 60 boxes. Go check. Go 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Warrior 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Richardson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks very long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
70, Mustang 19.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Richardson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down and goal. Richardson. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
18, ready. 18, cut, press all 80.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gibbs. And he's got his man on the out route. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A give to Haskins up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Quickly completed to the right flat. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. On 4th down, Gibbs. That's to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down and 8. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 21-14. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Richardson looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now it's Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 9.
Mustang 19. Let's go now. Check, smash, check, pass. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions. Ready.
Back to the air with Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They'll pitch it to Haskins. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Gibbs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's the give to Haskins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Back to throw. Gibbs. Check down, complete to Haskins. And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hawkins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Off play action. Gibbs. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Looking to throw. Gibbs. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 77 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Bring space, who's standing in your front yard, yelling, bring 'em out.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Look at 19. 65 catch. 65. Let's go.
Back to throw. Richardson. Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Come on, come on. Set. Liking 18.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's second down.
Fix the Eagle. Fix the Eagle.
Richardson going to move him around.
Seven Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18. Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Ready.
2nd and 2. Now he's going to step up and run. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are in the field?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Escapes the defender. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Press all 80. Check. Reload. Hey, smash. Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Ready? Mustang 19. 60 Bison. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Panther 11.
Richardson to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
19 Tiger.
Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That's caught inside the 20. He'll have the first down and more than that. And he's across for the late touchdown. And the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
One last shot for Richardson.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but